So what I want to ask you guys is ki there are a lot of people like me, like forget people who don't know about blockchain, but there are a lot of people like me who don't know, who knows blockchain, who knows Web3 is the future, but I don't know to code. I don't know the technical parts. I can't build protocols on blockchain, right? So how can I learn more about it, or what should I do now? I know that Web3 is the future. आई नो कि जैसा गूगल 90s में बना था इन द स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द इंटरनेट, जैसा अमेजन बना था, नाउ ब्लॉकचेन इज गोना बी द थिंग. व्हाट शुड आई डू? लाइक if I don't know the technical knowledge, how did you guys learn? If I should learn the technical knowledge, if I can't, then what should I do?
Just to give a background, I'm a civil engineer who didn't know jack shit about tech. I didn't even know what a hash is, right? Like, I mean, yeah, I come from that kind of this thing. So there are two aspects to blockchain. One is a philosophical part, and second is a technical part. I personally consider, yes, technical part is very important, but it to be a very small subset of your entire journey. The philosophical part is very important. That's where. So if you want to understand blockchains, the first place I would start is understand Bitcoin. So if you don't understand Bitcoin, I'm not saying that, whether this mining works or how does mining work, how does hashing happen. I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the philosophical part. Why Bitcoin is necessary, right? Because I personally believe that Bitcoin or the store of value proposition is going to be a very large part of our lives coming down the list. But anyway, let's keep that aside. First, you need to understand Bitcoin from philosophical point of view. Why Bitcoin is important, and so and so. There are a lot of resources. I could just point out some. So my first advice would be start with Bitcoin and see understanding Bitcoin. First of all, understanding Bitcoin itself is a huge journey. It's a path dependent journey. You understand what is path dependent is, right? It's not like you read some articles or videos for 2 days and you understand Bitcoin. Trust me, even I've been there in the space around I think more than 3 to 4 years. Even I'm learning very new things each and every day. I devote around 1 hour specifically to learn new things. And I every day, I think that, okay, I know something about Bitcoin right now, but every day the new things that are coming up, I'm kind of surprised that I don't know anything, right? So that should be our approach. I would suggest that start with Bitcoin. And to start with Bitcoin, the first minimum place to start with is, listen to a few podcasts or a few books. So I would just suggest, there is a book called as, Internet of Money, I think, by Andreas Antonopoulos. So he is the go-to educator to understand the philosophical part of Bitcoins of cryptos. He talks about Ethereum as well. Listen to his, he has a lot of podcast videos on YouTube. Listen to his channel. So he has, I think, there's a very beautiful book called Internet of Money, which does, without even talking about the technical part of it, will philosophically explain you why Bitcoin or cryptos are important and how this entire evolution is important, right? So see, I'm specifically mentioning that why you need to know the philosophical part of it. See, it's like this. You can learn English language, but let's say you have to be a really good writer in English, or let's say a good thought leader. You need to have that kind of framework in your mind, right? See, and I can learn English, but it doesn't mean that I'll be the next Shakespeare. So you need to have that kind of framework, philosophically, why does it make sense? What could lead to? Only if you have that kind of knowledge, then you can go and implement something in blockchain. So that's why I again specify that, understanding the philosophical part of it is very important. It's a continuous journey. And a good point to start is, start with the Internet of Money. So there are 2 volumes of the complete the entire section. It might take you around 20 days. Once you do that, start with few basic videos of Andreas Antonopoulos. So these are highly non-technical videos. Again, this journey will take more. It's a continuous journey, but at least you need to get yourself involved with, around for 1 month continuously, obsessively, if you are obsessed with the technology, reading about it. Once you're done with that, there's a famous guy called Pomp, who gives a lot of education. You can follow him. Then there is Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy, who's infamously holds, I think, more than 1 lakh bitcoins in his company as a portfolio. So you need to listen to 2 to 3 of his videos to get a kind of framework about this technology, right? And there is even a website called as Bitcoin Resources, which is a humongous website. If you go through this entire thing, probably it will take you more than 1 or 2 years to go through the entire resources out there. But that could be the right part to start. And maybe you should spend around 1 to 2 months obsessively reading about Bitcoin. Forget about everything else. Understand the philosophical implications of the same. Then a good place to start would be, there is a book called as Mastering Bitcoin by Andreas Antonopoulos. So which covers non-technical as well as technical part, how the blockchain is working in and out. Even for a non-tech guy also, if you have enough aptitude, you'll be able to understand it. It doesn't require any coding skills from your side. If you have any basic coding skills, you'll be able to appreciate it more. So let's say you understood Bitcoin first, right? Then you kind of get a new framework. Okay, this is why Bitcoin or crypto are important. Once you get this, then you can take your journey to the next level with Ethereum. Again, there are a lot of books by Andreas Antonopoulos, Mastering Ethereum. Once you get a good background or good philosophical background Bitcoin, understanding other blockchains is not a big mess, right? So probably, and again, one part I missed, first job should be go and read the Bitcoin white paper before you start anything. That should be a first journey, right? So I think Satoshi, whatever the masterpiece he has written, it's the best resource to get
You're
a
not gonna understand after the second, third page, but still try it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You read it first, then once you complete your mastering Bitcoin book, you go back to it. Then you'll get a better understanding of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, even after 3 years, I always go back to my roots and read it because every time I read it, it gives me new insight. So that would be the first, understand Bitcoin. Then you go to Ethereum. I mean, there are a lot of options like Solana, Polygon, Layer 2. Don't worry about it. You can probably, sometimes you kind of get taken back, right? Because of what should I go? What should I learn about? So learn about Ethereum. In the meantime, buy some Bitcoin just for education purposes. Again, I'm not talking about, investment. I'm not an investment advisor, but buy a few Bitcoins in any exchange, for example, WazirX, and open your own wallet, transfer this keys to there. So, get an understanding about how this technology is working, how to handle private
Dude,
keys.
hand-on experience. Shit, bro.
Yeah.
Shit,
That is
yeah.
the best part. Next, you might, kind of take a journey to Ethereum, whereby Ethereum can now basically see Bitcoin is a decentralized ledger for money. Ethereum is a decentralized ledger for anything, right? Programmable, unstoppable code. So when you say code, you can do a lot of stuff there. Again, Ethereum, first stop would be read the Ethereum white paper, which is a bit too technical. If you get kind of taken back there, go to mastering. Again, you have a lot of videos by Andreas Antonopoulos. That would be the best place to start your Ethereum journey. Vitalik Buterin, even though he's a very tech genius, he writes a lot of philosophical resources on his Vitalica.ca website. Just go through all this. I mean, these are parallel activities, but main thing I would suggest is go through the Mastering Ethereum book. Even though if you don't understand the entire technical part of it, it's fine. You get an idea, right? Once you do that, again, follow the same principle that open an Ethereum wallet, transact something there, and maybe once you understand Ethereum, you try to experiment something with some DeFi protocols. Start staking some coins on Uni, or try. For example, there is a very good project in India, again not an investment advice, called Ethereum Push Notification, started by Harsh Rathod.
EPNS. Yeah, it's from Mumbai.
Yeah, it's a really good project. So basic thing that you could just buy some few EPNS, 10 EPNS, transfer it to your EPNS wallet, stake your EPNS, understand what yield farm. It's an open, very, very large part of it. Right? So I would understand this is very important for anybody, even for a tech people, to get the philosophical part of it, because we are going to a different dimension. It is not continuation of what we used to do. So it's a complete different framework of thinking, right? So you need to understand this before you get into the technical part of it. Only when you understand this, then you'll be able to think about the applications. Okay, let's say that you master this kind. I mean, it's a continuous journey. There is nothing called as master. Then you want to start with coding blockchains, right? Because when you get your hands dirty, only then you understand the crux of it, how you can do. So you need not be a master. Basic, starting point I would suggest is develop a dApp on your own. And developing a dApp on your own is not a, I have done it coming from zero technical background. So a basic
Block
thing.
owner?
Yeah, where did you see that?
Oh, that's my job, dude.
Yeah. Block owner was basically done by me. I know the UI is a bit crappy, but I didn't, try to go deeper into the UI, but you kind of get it right, what I've tried to do. That was my first app, actually. Then I built some other apps as well. Again, to make a app, you need to be a full stack developer. You need to know front end, you need to know back end, at least how to, send some RPC calls from the back end. A simple platform to get started will be JavaScript. Learn JavaScript, take a Udemy course for $300 to $400. You'll get a full stack. There are very good courses. Again, those courses run into 60 hours, 40 hours. You don't need to get to the entire part. You get an idea once you start. So kind of get an understanding of how to, develop a basic front end, how to develop a basic back end, and how to make some API calls and all that. Once you equip yourself with this, then there are really good resources. Like you can either take a Udemy course that, as Shesha suggested, but what I found is these Udemy courses. So as you know, Ethereum is a very fast evolving this thing, right? So there are new versions of the Solidity Codex. So it might be a bit difficult for a beginner to, start with a Udemy course. I mean, you could start parallelly there, but there are two really good resources available, free resources available on YouTube called, one is called Eat the Blocks by one, I don't remember his name, but Eat the Blocks channel. Secondly, I think the name was dApp University. Yeah, Gregory, somebody called as Gregory. So you could just start with these people. They actually will teach you how to write a smart contract from scratch. So probably you learn how to develop a full stack app. Then you learn a bit of Solidity coding and build a simple app, right? It could be anything, a simple calculator or something like that. So get your hands dirty, and then you'll kind of get a understanding how the blockchain is working, even at the developer layer, protocol layer as well. Once you get this kind of, then you can start exploring other protocols, what kind of protocols they're useful for. You can start with DeFi, you can start with NFT. So, I mean, this is not, I wouldn't say this is the right path. This is the path that has worked. And instead of, I have taken 4 to 5 years, 3 to 4 years. Probably if you take this approach, you can master everything within probably around 6 to 12 months. Depends on how many hours you give.
Damn, dude, like your explanation and stuff, like it shows that ki bahut ghisna pada hai, because I can understand it. Because the thing is, na, when I started reading about blockchain and try to understand what is the basic of blockchain first, I used to, like, there were 55, 86 tabs open, and half of the tabs, the first definition would be always same. There's nothing new. You need to search, what is this, what is that, and like the hard, like even the videos they just used to tell ki ha, like, just to explain crypto part, they used to just explain, yeah, what is blockchain, but not in detail. And like the sources you have said now, like, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna attach all the links. I'll also confirm with you these links so that I can attach them and I can put it. But it's gonna be very helpful. But because trust me, I can understand, it will save them so much time. It will save them so much time. There's no need of going to 102 tabs daily. It's crazy shit, and it's crazy. And you don't know what is right, what is wrong, whom to trust. It's crazy. Then I can tell you, like, you explain it in so much depth, na. I can understand ki kitna ghisna pada you have to, and like, you have to go through so many things, trial and error. Like, you have done trial and error, so like 100 people would be saving their time. So like, crazy, man, crazy. I'll be attaching all the things. So Kevin, what I want to ask you is ki, obviously once people, they all will learn. Suppose even if they don't learn code, they can still learn about the blockchain concept. They can generate few ideas, collaborate with CTOs or any other person in their field, ask help from the blockchain community. There's Ethereum Foundation. There are a lot of people. It's not necessary that you, like, it's good if you learn code, but it's not necessary, right? Even a non-technical person can create something on blockchain with his idea or with her idea if he is collaborating with some of the technical person, right?
Exactly, right. See, that's why I told you to not get into the technical part of it first. Get to the philosophical part of it first. Because see, developing protocols or applications on top of blockchain is just one part of it. There are a lot of roles that are coming up right now. For example, you could be a good writer on, think of WazirX or CoinDCX, these evolved startups from India. So they have a simple role. They have their own blocks. If you have domain expertise in crypto, you need not know how to write a smart contract code though. But if you have this kind of domain expertise, you can become a blogger there, right? Or maybe you can become a product manager who doesn't need to have all this in-depth knowledge. So there are a lot of other roles. That's why I specifically emphasize that, you need to understand the philosophical part of it. And again, I'm reiterating, understanding blockchains is not like, it's not like you sit for 10 hours, you read some articles, you don't get blockchain. It's a continuous journey. So it's a very hard journey. It's a continuous journey. So once you understand, kind of wrap your head around it, then you can decide for yourself, given these skills that I have, what can I do with it? I mean, and developing protocols is very small part of it, right? Maybe, for example, you as Akash. So maybe, I don't know what your technical expertise is. Maybe if you find, if you find that, okay, you're not really good at developing. So, okay, Akash could be one, but let me give an example of what our Super Pumped channel has done, right? Akshay Gedi, and even Tanmay Bhatt now. See,
amazing.
Amazing, right? For example, Tanmay Bhatt probably doesn't have obviously he's very well versed with blockchains, but he may not know how to code blockchains, right? But still, are you seeing the kind of content that he's creating there? That's remarkable, right? Obviously, he had a distribution, really good distribution there, but he's kind of becoming the go-to guy for people to understand. So how is he able to, deliver all this? Obviously, he has Akshay Vidi there, and Akshay Vidi is really good, but even he has kind of developed a good framework about blockchains in his mind, right? So this is one of the amazing examples that without getting into the technicalities, you can, become a really good content producer or something else. You can maybe, if you know blockchains really well, you can, maybe even you can make really crazy posters, and somebody from, blockchain space will come and directly hire you, right? So for their company. So there are a lot of opportunities. Yeah.
Damn, you're so well versed with these things. I didn't know you about Super Pumped, and you're so deep in content as well. Damn. Amazing.
I know, but I again, it will be wrong for me to claim that I know each and everything, but I know something there.
Yeah, obviously, like, basically whatever is in my head, it's like, it's relatable for me because someone around me is talking about these things, which I look for people to talk with, but there's no one around me, so that's the reason I'm getting excited. It's not like I'm not claiming that everything, but yeah.